My name is Andre Friday, and I'm the owner of Dre's Luxury Car and Bus Service. I am also the Vice President here at the St. John's Taxi Association, which I am a proud head of 150 members. Well, my journey started off as a young boy. After school, I would go with my dad or my mom. Even back then, it was even fellow taxi drivers. Maybe some of you may have heard of Jim Daddy's record service. He started off originally as a taxi driver, right? As a safari he had in Antigua. I used to love going on the safari as a kid. And that's where I originally started to find my love for the tourism aspect. I've been around for around 30 years within the tourism sector. I usually refer to my dad as the Superman of tourism. And the reason for this is because when tourism originally started here in Antigua, my father was the first person to go register this association as a business, all right? From there, they took the tourism thing from where it is with VC Bird and other members, right, to where it is for today, which I am indeed grateful for. Yes, I can remember my first day driving a big bus, right? Because what happened, my dad was a person that he was always willing to teach you whatever he knows, which is what I try to do with my children right now, is that whatever operation skills, could be driving a boat, a bus, operating a crane, he always put you in his lap or put you next to him so you can learn to do it. So if for some reason he gets sick and you're there, you know exactly what to do to stop the machine. What I find most rewarding in the hospitality industry is that I love to tell people about my country. Antigua is a place like no other, right? Also, I enjoy meeting new people from different races and different places. With my dad here in Antigua, when they started taxis was just a car. And most of what you would have seen is a car, and for you to get a job, you'd have to be in line from like 4 o'clock in the morning when a cruise ship would come in, all right, down there by the Antigua distillery to try to get into where the tourists were, right? Tourism has now evolved from having the car to mega buses, all right? And also, now you can have yourself at peace because most of the operations that we do is controlled, so you don't have to kill yourself coming to town at 4 o'clock in the morning. You can come here at a leisure time at 7:30 to get ready for work at 8:30. To be successful in the tourism industry, I think you just have to have the love for your country and just be yourself. So long as you have that love for your country and you know about it, and I urge people, don't just sit down and say, oh, Antigua is 108 square miles. Go and do a little research. So when you're in the industry and a person asks you, you don't have to, oh, I'm going to go check it. Like you can really go right off your head and say, this is what it is. I think even as us as Antiguans, just sometimes just to visit the museum, all right, to learn some of our history, something about our ancestors, what used to happen here, how cane used to be, and sugar cane was our main industry, and how we evolved from sugar over to tourism, all right? Even though sometimes, you know, get your family, you go up to Devil's Bridge, and you go even to the national parks over at Shirley Heights and the Nelson's Dockyard, and you read some of these signs, right? And then you can help to educate your children as well on what is carrying on here in our island. As I said before, we have changed in terms of size of capacity. From 4 passengers, now we can take as much as 30 passengers in a bus. The ports have evolved from having 2 ships. We have 5 berths now. In a few months, we'll be able to accommodate the Oasis class ships, which we're indeed grateful and looking forward for, right? And even in the city has evolved a lot, you know. Our shopping complex, which is over the Heritage Quay and so forth, and we're going to be building even right where we are. We're going to be having a new mall very, very soon. They said by 2025 it should be here. Well, I say, first thing I'm going to say to anybody, whatever you're going to get into, make sure that you love what you're going to do. Because if you don't love it and you're in it just for money, it's not going to happen. You got to love whatever you're doing. If you want to be a doctor, You got to try to get into medicine and love that. Sciences, biology and so forth, to get to understand everything, how it works, right? Here in the taxi business, we're always looking for new ways to put tours together and to give people new experiences. Because we have a lot of returning guests that have been here before, and now when they come back, they don't want to be always doing the same thing. So the more heads that we can put together to create newer things, the sky's the limit.